Prophet Nuh, Asex, was one of the prophets sent from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a whole Surah Nuh, has been dedicated to him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has praised Nuh, Ases, in Quran as grateful servant of Allah and true messenger of Allah. Now, as we talk about the story of Prophet Nuh, As, there are many events that mark till the end of it. As years went by, people on earth were practicing idolatry. This act came into practice such that whenever one of the good people died, their statues were made to keep a remembrance, and eventually, the coming generations began to worship them by treating them as gods. They believed that these gods would bring them good, protect them from evil, and fulfill all their needs. They gave their idols names such as Wadan, Nazran, and so on. Originally, these were the names of good people who had lived among them. It was then that Allah sent Prophet Nuh, As, to guide his people back on the right path of Allah. He was an excellent speaker and a very patient man. He used to point out to his people the mysteries of life and the wonders of the universe. Prophet Nuh, As, repeatedly told his people not to worship anyone except Allah. He clarified to them how the devil had deceived them for so long and that the time had come for this deceit to stop. This continued for over 900 years of his life, preaching that there will be punishment of the hellfire if they disobeyed. However, only the weak and poor people, including the laborers, believed him but not the rich. The rich ones, full of cold mistrust, bargained with the poor and told Prophet Nuh, As, to back off from his motive. These disbelievers said, "We do not see you but as a man like ourselves, and we do not see you followed except by those who are the lowest of us, and at first suggestion, and we do not see in you over us any merit. Rather, we think you are liars." Surah Hud 13:27. However, Prophet Nuh, Ax, refused to give up and provided logical reasons. The disbelievers further argued and they said, "O Nuh, Noah, you have disputed with us, and much have you prolonged the dispute with us. Now bring upon us what you threaten us with, if you are of the truthful." Surah Hud 11:32. Hazrat Nuh then said, "Only Allah will bring it, the punishment, on you, if He will, and then you will escape not. And my advice will not profit you, even if I wish to give you good counsel, if Allah's will is to keep you astray. He is your Lord, and to Him you shall return." Surah Hud 11:33-34. Despite his truthful arguments, he continued convincing his people to believe in Allah hour after hour, day after day, year after year. Moreover, whenever he called them to Allah, they either ran away from him or put their fingers in their ears and became too proud to listen to the truth. All in all, he realized over time that his efforts were surely in vain. Consequently, he became tired and sad, asked Allah SWT to destroy the non-believers. As Quran says, and Noah said, "My Lord, leave not one of the disbelievers on the earth. If you leave them, they will mislead your slaves, and they will beget none but wicked disbelievers." Surah Nuh 71:26-27. Allah SWT then accepted his prayer and asked Prophet Noah, As, to build an ark away from the sea with wood and tools. As non-believers saw these preparations, they mocked at him, thinking he went mad. As Quran says, "And construct the ship under our eyes and with our inspiration, and address me not on behalf of those who did wrong. They are surely to be drowned." Surah Hud 11:37. To reply to the mockeries of the disbelievers, Prophet Nuh, As, said, "And you are going to know who will get a punishment that will disgrace him on earth, and upon whom will descend an enduring punishment in the hereafter." Surah Hud 11:39. Eventually, when the ark was built, Prophet Noah, As, and his believers patiently waited for the command of Allah. Allah revealed to him that when water miraculously gushed forth from the oven at Prophet Noah's house, that would be the sign of the start of the flood, and the sign for Prophet Nuh, to take action. The day then arrived, and water miraculously rained over the residence, resulting in a heavy rain. Prophet Noah, opened the ark and allowed the believers and animals to come inside, whereby there were approximately 80 people. The people and animals were in pairs such that their generations could thrive and that they don't become extinct. The non-believers, including Prophet Noah's wife and one of his sons, did not enter despite his call. Prophet Nuh said, "O my son, come aboard with us and be not with the disbelievers." Surah Hud 11:42. However, his son did not listen and said, "I will take refuge on a mountain to protect me from the water." Noah said, "There is no protector today from the decree of Allah except for whom he gives mercy." And the waves came between them, and he was among the drowned. Surah Hud 11:43. Eventually, the waves swept all the non-believers, which included Hazrat Nuh's son and wife. Afterwards, when the water was absorbed, Prophet Noah was sad and cried for the fact that his son and wife did not obey the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yet Prophet Noah sought Allah's mercy. He released everybody from the ark and life came back to normal practice on earth. Eventually, Hazrat Nuh passed away, and his last advice to his son was to worship Allah alone.